Good morning, YouTube. Today's video is going to be titled Memories of 9/11. It's going to talk about that day where I was and what happened in the aftermath, my observations of what happened afterwards, because everything changed in the wake of that day. So, at the time of the attack, I was working as a consultant for WorldCom, a telecommunications company that has since gone bankrupt through the corruption and incompetence. My brother also was a consultant working for them, so we commuted. While I was waiting for him to come pick me up, we both lived in Loudoun County, Virginia. His girlfriend called me up and told me that a plane had hit the side of the World Trade Center, which I thought was odd. My initial idea was that it was some sort of light aircraft and an inexperienced pilot had done something incredibly stupid. So I turned on the TV. Whoever the commentator was on the news agreed with me that it was a light plane, but from looking at the hole in the side, it was pretty obvious that it was something pretty big, probably a commercial jetliner. And now I'm a little confused, but I still hadn't figured anything out yet. I heard the honk of my brother's car. I get in the car and we start driving into work. And our route was to take I-66 in and then cut through the Pentagon parking lot because the building we worked in was in Pentagon City, Virginia, which is in between Crystal City and the Pentagon. So as we're coming in on 66, I'm trying to listen to the radio, but it's confusing because now it sounds like they're talking about two buildings being hit. And then while I'm starting to come to realize that there had been a second plane, now I'm starting to realize that something odd is going on. It was about that time that I noticed a large plume of smoke rising up over the rooftops to the right off my right shoulder. And I remember thinking that there's some sort of a huge house fire going on somewhere. And I only thought that for about 30 seconds. And then the news came over the radio that the Pentagon had been hit. Okay, now I knew we were at war. And at this point, I advised my brother that we should turn around and go home. But for some reason, my brother, I don't know, you never know how someone's going to react in a situation like that. And my brother reacted poorly. Okay, he decided that he wasn't going to let any terrorist stop him from working. And I could not dissuade him from continuing on into work. And believe me, I never stopped trying to change his mind. So, sure enough, he tries to drive through the Pentagon parking lot. Okay, and as you can imagine, we didn't get very far. The only bright spot of the encounter with the military was that they weren't pointing their guns at me. They were pointing them at my brother. All right. So now he realizes that we're not going to be able to get to work our usual way. So I'm thinking now maybe we can go home. But no. Now he decides that he's going to cross the I-66 bridge into D.C. and try and come in across on the 14th Street Bridge. Again, there was nothing I could do to change his mind. Well, we made it as far as Foggy Bottom before we stopped. And which ended up being right in front of the State Department. And it provided me an excellent view of the burning Pentagon. And Now I know that there's a fourth plane, and I know it's coming our way. Okay, and I feel naked because there's no combat air patrol over Washington, at least not that I can see. I've got nothing. I don't have anything to shoot back with, and I've got an incapacitated brother that's controlling the vehicle. People are running out of the um, State Department building, and they're going up to the cars that are leaving the city, and they're begging for rides, and they're getting them. So these people are evacuating the city with complete strangers, just going like, "Hey, get me out of here." Well, after about 10 minutes sitting there, my brother came around and said, "Hey, help me get out of here." How do we get out of here? I said, "Make a U-turn and get the hell out of here the way we came in." And then he said something incredibly stupid. He goes, "I can't. I'll get a ticket. I can't make a U-turn here. It's illegal." At which time I said, "Guess what? The police are busy. All traffic laws have been suspended today. Make the U-turn and get us out of here." So that's what happened. We got out, and of course, I couldn't make any phone calls to let my wife know that I was okay because they had shut down all the cell phone towers. And then in the aftermath, that was the worst for me because the people that I was loyal to, the people that I had supported for years, took this tragedy and they used it for their personal gain. They rewrote our laws to pretty much make it legal for them to spy on anyone. They hijacked our grief and used it to go on some sort of, military adventurism around the world. Like this game I'm playing, if I don't know if you can see it, they thought the whole world was just one big game of Risk. They betrayed the American people, and it sickened me. So I turned on them, and they turned on me. But I did the right thing. But anyway, that's for another story. But yeah, so that's what happened to me on 9/11. Um, and I'm sure that it's boring. Who wants to hear my stories? But now it's documented. Anyway, enjoy your day.